Yeah. Hey, how's it going? Today I'm going to be talking about pay-per-use model and what that is. Definition: pay-per-use business model, also known as pay-as-you-go or usage-based models, involves customers paying for a product or services based on their actual usage or consumption rather than making a one-time purchase or subscription to a fixed plan. It's characterized by flexibility and cost transparency, where customers are billed for a specific quantity of duration of the usage. Uh, so many times I would be looking for different businesses who would offer this particular model. I would try to make an offer for those businesses if they might be interested for me to pay only when I'm using those services, but not necessarily there are that many different businesses who offer this model. I believe it might work for different services. In this particular instance, I was looking for mailing services, but they would prefer to me to pay for a year, where I would like to pay only if they actually need to collect any of the mail. So but not necessarily that's something that they are interested in. So it just I have some of my personal experience. History: the pay-per-use model has evolved over time, driven by advancements in technology, changes in consumer behavior, and the need for more flexible pricing structures. Telecommunications pay-per-use model gained prominence in the telecommunications industry with the industry or introduction of pay-as-you-go mobile phone plans. Customers were charged based on the number of minutes or text they used. Utilities such as electricity, water, and gas has long employed a pay-per-use model, which customers paying for amount they consume each billing cycle. Software: the software industry saw the adoption of pay-per-use licensing models, particularly with the rise of software such as services, SaaS providers. Customers pay for cloud-based software services on a subscription basis, often with the usage-based pricing. Transportation industry, particularly ride-sharing services. Without companies, but there are a lot of companies out there, different businesses. Myself, I'm very interested in this particular business model. I will be doing more research later and introduced the pay-per-use model for transportation. Customers pay for rides based on the distance traveled or time spent in the vehicle, or on the different based on the companies. They might structure it based on postcode or location, based on the time, based on the usage, how many people are interested in that particular location, as well as the city structure, and how many people are within that particular area. That's not limited to that. That's not limited, but that's just an example of how different companies operate and how they structure their business plans. If I haven't mentioned already some of the business models that might work for pay-per-use, that would be mobile plans, cloud computing, streaming services, electricity and utilities, ride sharing, car sharing, parking, uh, photocopying, and printing services. Key characteristics: pay-per-use model, usage-based pricing, which I would say it's very considerable, is fair for both parties involved, that you're only paying to you when you are using those services, but per businesses in this particular instance, they might need to constantly pay for the infrastructure, right? So they're based on all the hardware they have sitting around, which upfront cost and all the investments that they made within the business. So there might be some considerations there. Overall, pay-per-use offer flexibility as well as cost transparency, scalability, risk sharing, subscription options as well. Just some of the key features. Business models is appealing to customers who value flexibility and cost control, as they only pay for what they consume. For businesses, it's offer opportunities to align pricing with customer behaviors and adapt to changing market dynamics. For those of you who are interested, I have recently published a book, Project Fit Flow. In the book, I have put in a lot of work as well as all my experience within fitness industry. I'm qualified personal trainer. I've spent many years with working with my own physical appearance, body, shaping it, molding it, taking it to extreme, I guess, as well as hardware. I have put a lot of work on my software and software knowledge I'm looking to share with those who are interested in perhaps uh, learning more about fitness and what would be required to taking care of your body as well as other things in your life, I guess. I have done so many research. I have read so many books within this industry. I have seen a lot of blind spots that people most of the time has coming into the fitness industry, and I have covered those blind spots within this book. For those of you who are interested, you can go to a link in the description as well as Top Retailers has this book. Pay-per-use business model is important for individuals, businesses, and policymakers for several reasons, as it has significant implementations for various aspects of economy and daily life. Cost control, pay-per-use model often offer consumers and businesses a higher degree of cost control by paying only for what you actually are using. Flexibility pay-per-use allows for flexibility and consumption. Resource optimization business can optimize resource allocation by using pay-per-use model. Perhaps that would be part of risk management. Just so I will be sharing some of the examples and even a book and how much stock do I want to invest in and publishing a book. How many units do I want to have on hand? Hard copies of the book, or can I reduce my costs? Can I reduce my stock, and how can I approach this kind of area? It's not one of many things you consider when thinking about resource optimization and optimizing and managing your business. Affordability. Pay-per-use pricing can make products or services more affordable and accessible to a broader range of consumers. You can improve your profit margins by perhaps introducing this business model to use some of the services or products that you're offering already. Market entry, pay-per-use model can lower barrier to enter for new businesses and startups, allowing companies to enter markets with lower initial capital investment, facilitating innovation and competition. Resource conservation, pay-per-use pricing encourages resource conservation as customers are incentivized to use resources effectively and minimize costs. Customer centric, pay-per-use aligns pricing with customer behavior, enhancing the customer experience and promoting customer satisfaction. That depends on your strategy. If you would like to base your business on customer centric approach and based off what will benefit your customers down the line, they definitely would appreciate that. Innovation, understanding pay-per-use model can inspire innovation pricing strategy and business models leading to more customer focused and competitive offers. If you haven't tried it, perhaps if you are looking to reduce the risk with your own organization, company, whatever projects you might be interested in launching, perhaps you can do a limited time offer for 3 months. Perhaps try this business model, see if that will benefit everyone involved, would that be your company, as well as bring more business to your attention to products and services that you offer, and that might be fair way of pricing your products or services, how you approach this kind of area. If I will briefly touch on other areas which I believe is important, that will be sustainability, competitive advantages, financial planning, policy considerations, disruption, investment decisions, digital economy, and where not necessarily world is right now, perhaps in the future, and how you can optimize your operations. That would be one of the ways to consider those, as well as business strategy. I'll constantly try to bring everyone's attention back to strategy and how you're optimizing as well as managing your business. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.